Justice is finally being had. 13 years after Agnes Wanjiru was unalived by British soldiers in Nyanyuki for their fake British training, whatever, in Kenya, the High Court of Kenya has finally issued an arrest warrant.
Former British soldier Jack Alexander Barnum is resisting extradition to Kenya, where authorities say he is wanted in connection with the death of Agnes Wanjiru, a young Kenyan woman who died in 2012 near a British military training facility in Nanyuki. Kenyan investigators say they have substantial witness statements linking a British soldier to her death, but the case has gone unresolved for over a decade. Now, as Nairobi insists that justice must be done, the former soldier argues he should be tried in the United Kingdom instead. Kenyan civil society groups, however, are calling this a test of whether African victims can receive equal justice when foreign military personnel are involved. The British Army routinely trains in Kenya under long-standing bilateral security agreements. Activists are now asking whether sovereignty and accountability are being respected within these arrangements.
This is for entertainment purposes only. So, family, justice is finally being had. 13 years after Agnes Wanjiru was unalived by British soldiers in Nyanyuki for their fake British training, whatever, in Kenya, the High Court of Kenya has finally issued an arrest warrant for the guy who took her life. And let me tell you, a lot of these things that have happened to our women are ritualistic, because when the family found Shiro's body 12 and a half years ago in a septic tank, they found she was missing some fingers, her feet were gone, which were all signs of some kind of ritual nini. And the soldiers who committed it, by the way, one of them actually admitted to the crime to his friend. They were actually removed from Kenya. And then for years, almost a decade, the British government actually said that, there's nothing that could be done, even though they'd taken the life of a Kenyan woman, because Kenya did not have the right to persecute them. They have diplomatic immunity, who. We need to shut down Batuk. We seriously need to shut down Batuk. But the High Court has finally issued an arrest warrant for this guy. And Kenyans are now waiting to see whether the British government will actually comply and bring him forward, because they all know who he is. And guess what? This story is even trending on Sky News today. The High Court issued this arrest warrant, Jana. And family, they've avoided. She left a 5-month-old daughter. Her daughter is now 12 years old and still there's no justice? Nah. So, and there's a lot that had been said. Even the ambassador had said they were going to incorporate, and they felt sorry for Agnes Wanjiru's parents. Then there's a minister of defense who had said that the British were cooperating with the Kenyan government. So we're waiting to see now. Actions are more powerful than words. Everyone is waiting to see whether this Muzungu will be extradited, or whatever that word is, back to Kenya. It's time. And the fact that you see this trending on Sky News should let you know what time it is. The colonial era is gone. The colonial times are gone. And because they want to try and stay in this country, I will actually not be surprised if they send him. And you guys, these guys have committed so many crimes against our people, so especially our women.
Meanwhile, in Tanzania, hundreds of opposition supporters and community members have been charged with treason following tensions linked to the recent election. Authorities say the group attempted to undermine state authority during post-election unrest. Opposition leaders and human rights observers, however, warn that the charges appear excessive and may be used to discourage political dissent. Legal proceedings are ongoing, and international observers are urging transparency, calling on Tanzania to prioritize dialogue and national unity during this sensitive period.
7th of November 2025, all these ladies and gentlemen, numbering more than 250 in total, were arraigned in 3 separate cases before the Resident Magistrate Court of Rasamat Kisutu, and they're all charged with 2 sets of offenses. Number 1, the first set of offense is conspiracy to commit treason. It's not even a secret because we made presentations in court that they've been tortured, very serious torture. Some exhibit outward signs of injury.
If you are joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and share so more Africans can stay informed with independent African-focused reporting. Your engagement helps amplify African voices and perspectives in global discussions. In Mali, the French government has advised all French citizens to leave the country as soon as possible, citing deteriorating diplomatic relations and security risks. This comes after years of tension between Bamako's military leadership and Paris, particularly after French troops withdrew from Mali and Mali shifted its security partnerships toward other countries. French nationals have been told to avoid gatherings and prepare safe exit plans. Mali, on its part, says it remains committed to strengthening internal security and sovereignty without dependency on foreign forces.
A standing and strong nation, Mali. But in Paris, they're advising French citizens to temporarily leave the country. They say that replacing France with Russia was a mistake, that Russia would be incapable of bringing stability to the Malian people. But these people forget too quickly that President Assimi Goïta did not inherit a standing and strong nation, but an empty shell. A Mali rotting from within, looted from outside, and undermined by terrorists across more than 70% of its territory. Assimi found an under-equipped army because of them. Strategic towns like Kidal, Timbuktu, and Menaka in the hands of terrorist groups because of them. A system corroded by corrupt politicians and infiltrated NGOs, again, because of them. Yet in barely 4 years, Assimi Goïta has accomplished what France, with its 5,200 soldiers and 10 years of presence, never managed to do. Despite all its speeches and threats, Paris never permanently dismantled a single terrorist group, never truly liberated a single strategic city, and never delivered the security it kept promising. The truth is, France is still mourning its lost empire. Today, it's reaping the bitter fruits of its own interference, the very seeds it planted the day it chose, alongside the Americans, to eliminate Gaddafi, thus leaving the Sahel in chaos. Tell them this, no one
Across East and West Africa, these stories highlight a similar theme: the struggle for justice, sovereignty, and political stability in a rapidly changing global environment. Whether involving international military forces, national elections, or shifting diplomatic alliances, African countries continue to assert their right to determine their own future. This report is based on publicly available news reports and official statements. All allegations remain subject to ongoing investigation, legal process, and presumption of innocence where applicable.